Yes, yes, y'all. It's time for another daily bread. So glad that you're here and crazy. I don't know what it was, but I just couldn't sleep last night. I was up tossing and turning before my alarm went off at 5:30 and thinking about the day and thinking about what I had to do and thinking about this whole situation and I was half hoping that I'd wake up and it'd be over. uh, so much for wishful thinking. We're still in lockdown. We are still practicing social distancing, but that is not going to stop the dailybreadproject.com from getting in your earbuds, getting in front of your eyes. We are now live on Facebook. And I'm grateful that you're here. And even though the world wants us to distance, and this is a thing that I want you to realize alone, we're weak. Together, we are strong. So while the world is telling you to social distance and keep away and silo yourself, I don't believe in that. I believe that we need to be together now more than ever. And that is why the dailybreadproject.com exists, is to bring you some light, bring you together with other people who believe the light is the answer right now. So I've been doing devotionals. Thank goodness I started this before everything went down. Luckily, Lent started before all hell broke loose, and I decided to double down on Lent this year. But I've got time in the morning to do readings, to do devotional, to read the Bible. And I've shared this before, and I'm going to share it with you again. Stand Strong is one of the books I'm reading. Stand Strong, 365 devotions for men, by men. I happen to be a man, so this works out really great. Uh, really highly recommend this book. And I want to share with you something I read a couple days ago. And it's called Keep Running. The reading that goes along with it is Hebrews 12, 1-3. And it starts with, let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. You may have heard the story of John Stephen Akhwari, the marathon runner from Tanzania who finished last at the 1968 Olympics in Mexico City. No last place finisher in a marathon ever finished quite so last. Injured along the way, he hobbled into the stadium more than an hour after all the other runners had completed the race. Only a few spectators were left in the stands when Akhwari finally crossed the finish line. By the way, I'm probably butchering his name. Forgive me if I am. When asked why he continued to run despite the pain, Akhwari replied, "My country did not send me to Mexico City to start the race. They sent me here to finish." I find this so incredibly powerful for so many reasons. We're living in a world where people want things immediately. The microwave world, the microwave society, fast food, everything fast. People starting things. And this is rampant everywhere. New Year's resolutions, everybody's starting things. Businesses, everybody's starting things, chasing bright, shiny objects. What's next? What's next? What's next? But how many people finish things? Most people do not finish, and that's why they fail. And so right now, I'm reminded of an interview that we did earlier this week. It was a great interview with Katie Danger. from the Everyday Athlete podcast. And she said something that was profound. I'm going to bring it back so that you can ponder it. If you're waiting for life to get back to normal, it's not going to happen. And so the reason I'm bringing this up is a lot of people are starting things right now, starting new habits, starting new routines. But how many of you will finish? I don't know, but life is not going to get back to normal. So face it, okay? It's a great time to start things. It's also the best time ever to finish things that maybe you haven't finished or maybe you should finish, like the New Year's resolution to get fit, or the time you said you were going to spend reading or diving into the Bible or doing those projects with the kids that you put off, or even with all this craziness, maybe doing an at-home date night with your wife. Cupcake, we need an at-home date night. Putting that on the list. I don't know what it is about this that's got me thinking. Just so many people don't finish things, and I want you to consider some of the open projects you have, some of the empty resolutions that you made, and see which ones you can finish right now. Get some closure, finish some things before you start the new things. Not sure if this has been as impactful as some of my other talks, but it's what was on my mind this morning that I wanted to share with you. A lot of people start, few people finish, and that's why so many fail. So finish something, whatever it is today. Love you guys, mean it. That is the Daily Bread for today, and we will be back with you next time. TheDailyBreadProject.com.